introduce themselves.
Pam.
I'm Yvette.
Oh my gosh, no, she don't got them fucking glasses.
Tonight we're going to do a little discussion in reference to politics. We ain't trying to get too deep. We all know what's going on out here in this world, but at the same time, it is what it is. And, politics is a part of our lives. It's major in reference to what's going on in all our community. So it's very important that we all pay attention at this time. Pam, you want to start?
I just want to say, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't understand where we are right now. How we allowed this to happen to us? You don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Trump. How did we allow this to happen to us? Prices high, gas high, everything high. And it's everybody complain about it. All them people in Congress that we voted in, they complain about it. They not doing nothing. That's crazy. Why they not doing nothing about that?
Man, I don't know. It's like you're in the twilight.
Truthfully, yeah.
To be honest, people loving the evil. I just put it like that. People loving the evil. Trump don't mean no good for nobody. Not even the white people, but they believe he do.
He
don't care about them either.
He's richer than he's ever been.
Yeah.
His pockets.
In his entire life. I felt when he was first wrote it in that it was a problem. I knew he was going to rob America blind. And, the sad part is I never imagined that people would be stupid, I'm not going to call them like stupid, but ignorant to allow themselves to vote for this man twice.
Again.
But this is just our opinion.
Just our opinion.
Okay, this is just our opinion.
Of course.
Because my pockets sure got lighter.
Definitely.
And he trying to mess with people that working hard and that's out here struggling. And he trying to take things away from them that they deserve. They
Social Security, Medicaid,
Yeah.
all of these services that everyone fought so hard to get to us that he just taking stuff like, and it's sad because especially for seniors, veterans, all these people,
disabled children.
Exactly. Why do you have 80-year-old people still working? They shouldn't be working.
Yo, did we see that lady today? I told you that lady was there. She was moving so slow. And I said, oh my God. And she was white. And she said, hello. I said, hello, how you doing?
She's trying to do her best job.
And I gave her my lottery ticket because she have to go all the way to the other side to check it and give me my money.
Right.
And she moved so fragile, moving. And I told Pam, I came out the store, I said, she's about 80 years old. She should not be working.
That don't make no sense.
They have no choice at this time,
That's sad though. They worked their whole lives to still have to work.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. It's the states that's not paying enough so these people could be able to live off the pension or Social Security that they're receiving.
Some people getting pension and Social Security
and still can't do it.
It's still not enough.
The rent's so high, food's so high. How do they expect people to live? You got all these homeless people, and what's being done?
Oh, I read, and I don't know if you guys know this. They're saying now that Delaware State,
they're gonna make the Hope Center.
How is that possible? What about the young adults?
They moved them. The college kids is on the campus, and so is the ECHS, the early college
high
school.
Right.
They moved to the campus. They took that whole
dorm for the
hotel. They used to be the dorm plus the early college high school.
Yeah.
And they moved them to the college campus.
People are there.
They're gonna make a shelter. Like they got the Hope Center out there in Newark.
Right.
They're gonna have one right here for Dover, and then they're gonna make one in Sussex County. It's to combat homelessness.
I understood. I was just a little concerned with the children. I was like,
they're not
adults. I don't want them to be
no.
mixing. Some of them got issues.
No, they
I'm
moved
glad
them out.
to hear that.
Yeah, they moved. My grandson goes to the ECHS, the early college high school.
I was concerned because we got two. My cousins they're going to be going. This year coming up, so I was a little concerned.
Yeah, they right there on the campus. Yeah, they got room for them there.
But in reference to what's happening, like you said, homelessness is terrible.
These streets is crazy with these people out here. A lot of them are on drugs.
Yeah.
Begging for money.
Coming home from jail.
But some of these just out here. I heard they was bringing people from Philly here to Delaware.
I heard that too.
They was dropping them off.
They dropping them off, drug addicts and stuff like that.
And they out here in the street. The people that's doing the fentanyl, the ones that's lying out on the corner begging for money. You don't know who to give money to. I don't give it to nobody because
you be wanting to help. But I take food to the. I take food to the guy by the job, but he's always there and different stuff like that. So I mean, everybody that know him from over there, we try to help him as much as
I used to
possible.
give too, but I had to fall back because I read an article again out here about the ones that be by the lights when you stop the car for the lights at traffic stop and they be begging. One of the guys said he making $1,000 a day. Oh, what?
They said one guy, he'd be right over there by Target. He parked his car in the Walmart parking lot. He got a big F-250 truck. So people, and they've seen people that be out there begging, looking bad or whatever, homeless, broken up or whatever, getting money, but then walking to their cars and driving off to their neighborhood. And they make it bad for the people that actually
But the thing is, though, even though they doing that and they have their home, are they out there getting this money to pay their mortgage?
We don't know what they getting it for, but they should not be out there begging for money for me to pay for anything. I gotta pay my own bills.
If you could do 8 hours on the street,
you can do 8 hours at the job.
Yeah, you can definitely get a job.
Make that make
You
sense.
definitely get a job.
Make that make sense.
But see, a lot of them can't get the jobs. They don't have addresses. A lot of them are on drugs, so you're not hiring the drug addict. Because I seen that lady. Y'all seen that commercial, right? That Subway commercial?
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't even a commercial. That video, the Subway lady, she was making the food and her hair went down.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, I seen
I don't
that.
eat Subways.
Yeah.
I don't trust them no more. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you got people on drugs. You try to help them. Some of them want to be on drugs.
I know. It's terrible. Like I said, the services that are provided out here, a lot of them not taking advantage of it. A lot of them
don't know about the services that are out here.
Yeah.
They don't have people out here like vans picking up people. In New York, they used to do. They used to get the van and pick up the homeless people and take them to the shelter. But sometimes the shelter worse than being out on the street.
Yeah, a lot of people. I remember
It's
in New York,
dangerous.
people didn't want to go
That
to
one
the
at the
shelters.
Armory, the one in Brooklyn, the
It
Armory
was.
Works.
It was. I knew kids when I worked for Administration for Children's Services when they were age out, and they would be fearful to have to go to a shelter if they
It's
didn't have anywhere
dangerous.
else to go.
Because they sit up there, that's why the dude Steve don't want to go to no shelter.
Because it's
They
dangerous.
steal his
in shelter.
stuff.
If he
steal
go to
his
sleep,
stuff.
they stealing your stuff. Security ain't in there doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's really sad. And with this economy, it's not going to get any better.
It
as we can all see.
It's not going to get any better because Trump ain't going to help it get no better.
But realistically
you have some countries that don't even have homelessness in their country.
You have
And
some
they
countries
got
that
free
get
medical.
They
for
get everything
everybody.
for everybody. Free education and stuff like that. But we supposed to be the greatest of
country in
America.
America.
And we
That's
pay
a
our
lot.
taxes.
We used to
pay our
be.
taxes.
But not
no
like that no
more.
Do
more.
what we're
Not no
supposed to
more.
do.
We're the laughing stock of
We
America.
are. If you
We're
look
the
at these
laughing
other
stock.
countries, please, the way they take care of their structures, we don't even barely take care of
Infrastructure.
it.
All this money for roads, and our roads is toe up.
All these bumps, they messing up your cars, and you can't even get nothing.
You know they work
But not
together,
just
right?
that,
You know they all work
then
together.
you have a man that said, well, if you don't like it, go to another country. Well, guess what? This is our country.
Yeah.
Born and
This
raised.
is our
But
country.
why should we have
A lot
to
of
go to
y'all
another
come
country?
from different countries.
As much taxes as we pay,
Absolutely.
we shouldn't have these problems.
Right, exactly. But when you got
Shit, 1 year I paid $27,000 in taxes. 1 year.
Yeah,
When I was working correction, it looked like my number was 26, 27.
It's crazy right now.
It's crazy.
And it's not going to get no better, but that's why it's very important for us to pay attention because they are changing the rules of the game. They're changing the laws.
And they're not telling nobody.
And they're not,
Sneaking
and
rules.
you got people up in there like Clarence Thomas, he's a
That's
black
crazy.
brother, and he's one of the ones too.
We thought he was
And
not
this
not-
man is just signing this, and signing that, and
Right.
signing
It's
this,
But you
and
know
signing
what?
that.
It's-
Do you ever sleep?
Our
But
children's
my thing is,
futures.
they're scared of him. They're scared of Trump.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's because I believe he has stuff on people.
He he got.
I
on
believe
it.
he got
You know what
stuff on
he got
people.
on?
That's
if you don't,
why.
If you don't do what I say, you don't have a job. You don't have the clout you had no more.
Yeah.
If you're,
It might not even be that. It might be deeper than that.
If you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle, you've been making $150,000 a year every year. That's just your base, not including extras and stuff. And now he tell you, okay, you about to lose everything. Okay, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Because me and my family, we're accustomed to this
But
lifestyle.
the thing is, if they all stop, then what?
Which
I mean,
one?
that just
Who's
like
gonna be
just
the
let's,
leader?
let's just say this: if every government person that's in the government system and he doing what he doing, and everybody, I mean, all culture, all color, say, we ain't taking this no more. We stop it. We stop this world.
But it'll never happen.
It's not gonna happen.
The greed of them, the
You got
Americans is...
you got the poor black people, you got the rich black people. You got the ones that's taking. They go to these little functions Trump had. Why? Because they in his pocket. They're not gonna be on our side. It's us
Like
against
right
them.
now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was very just upset when I heard about Jay-Z's latest. We all know that we were targeting Target, because
and he went and gave them money or bailed them out or something.
he decided that he wants to, collaborate with them at this time to get us back in. But why? This man got so much money. Why would you do that?
It's about money. Anytime he starts do something, it's about money.
It's really sad. I was really upset about that because I got love for Jay-Z. He came from the hood like we did.
Brooklyn.
He came from Brooklyn. And you would think this man would know the struggle of the average person. Like
but he's been so far away from the struggle that he don't know the struggle.
Brother, we struggling. Why is you sitting up here going with the enemy? Like, I don't get that. You think you gonna pull the rest of us back up in Target because now you involved with it? Like, it make sense.
I don't care he's involved with it. I ain't going to no Target. And nobody else should go to Target. It don't matter. I don't care how much money he put out. Plain and simple.
Sad,
Dignity come first.
And that's what
Respect come first. He don't need none of that because he got money to save him.
He got money for his great-great-grandkids, so why is you...
Generational wealth.
I don't understand.
People need to learn how to get generational wealth.
Absolutely.
You should be out there trying to teach others how to make it.
Absolutely.
Instead, they're so scared somebody gonna dig out the barrel on them that they sit up there they don't want to help.
But you got to be mindful because what you do come back. Like I said, right now Jay-Z is up there, he the man, but like I said, ain't no guarantees for him either. Why would you, like I said, you selling your soul, brother? Come on, black man, I believed in you, and now, I'm looking at you.
A lot of them selling their souls, but guess what? He's about business, and it's been business is business.
That's what it is.
That's that.
Business.
I don't care.
That's that. But my thing is,
I'm not selling my
it's
soul.
his business. That's what he's doing.
But the
I'm just not with it. I'm not going. I'm not
money.
going back to Target.
We don't know if we had the money like he had. Do we know what we would be doing? We can say what we would not do.
I would not be going to Target.
Right now, you can say that because you don't have his money. He don't ever have to work again.
But that type of money, you shouldn't have to work again.
Exactly.
But the thing is that I don't have to try to pull no people back in either.
But I'm just saying, your life is different. When you got that kind of money, your life is completely different.
But then also I think about.
So why you worried about little things like Target?
I heard, that
it's not a little thing. Target is a big thing.
All right then, but if people not going there, why you worried about the people going there?
It's about
Let
money.
the people be the people.
It's about money.
But that's what I said. It's about money.
He decided to say he was going to do it, but he know his people right now is protesting against Target. That's why I don't understand. You know that, black man. Why would you decide to join, them? Like you going against your own people. Like, come on, man.
How many black people haven't been going against our own people?
It don't matter what we do. We can protest against something that they want. This is the thing that cracked me up. People could be protesting like they're protesting the Asians, right? But you got black people that were still going to these stores and don't care. They'll pass right past the protester. They don't care.
And that's
because they think it don't affect them until that Asian man disrespect them.
And that's the funny thing because someone recently said something that I said years ago in my early teens about the fact they don't hire us. The Chinese restaurants
and they don't get to the community.
They never give to the community. They don't do anything. We've never
have a barbecue for the community and ask them for something.
Take our money
to their neighborhood.
And it's sad, like I said, we so used to it, we'll run and get that order of chicken wings or french fries or chicken wings and fried rice, whatever. And they don't even eat their own shit, if you notice.
The stuff that they sell it, they don't eat that.
I make my own Chinese food,
They don't
man.
eat it, and it's
I make my own Chinese food. It's easy.
But for that
man
easy to have said that, and he said it, with conviction, like letting it be known how they really feel about us.
They don't care about us.
And they never did.
Else, they don't care about us.
They never did.
They take the money out of our neighborhood and take it to their own neighborhood.
We're the only ones who don't do what they do. Like I said,
we don't keep in our neighborhood.
We don't. As soon as we get our money, they've done studies. Our money runs out of our pockets, our homes quicker than any other race. But everybody else,
we in debt before we get the check.
And that's the sad part,
y'all. We ain't even get paid this week and let your check be fucking wrong. God damn, no, I ain't do shit, this what happened. Now you want to kill somebody because your check wrong. You came late and the boss caught your ass. You late, took half an hour from you.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy how money is the root of all of this stuff.
Exactly.
All of this stuff.
It's the major thing right now, especially with, like I said, we talk about politics, and money is just going left and right at this time as far as the other country, what Trump got going on. A lot of stuff we probably don't even know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, he got it. Come on.
He got it to him, his wife, his kids, his friends. They all rich now.
But the thing is, when he went into the office, he was just a millionaire.
Right.
He had a couple of millions. He wasn't a billionaire.
Nope.
He's a freaking billionaire now.
His wife who Why she still here?
Cause she don't love him. You can tell that.
Who the
She
fuck
don't even
cares?
want to be
Why
around him.
is she still
She
here?
who the fuck
Why
cares?
he ain't deport ass?
She should have been deported. The
Yeah.
first
The
one.
rest of them people.
Yeah, you right. And the son of her, he gets like, I don't know, a couple of $1,000 a month.
They all got money.
Yeah, you know,
They
just that
all
trick and do
got
what he's doing,
money.
the baby boy. So, you know, he's in college. And like I said, it's just funny how, you know, people don't even pay what's going on really with him and his people, but they are robbing America blind.
They've been robbing America since he's been in office.
And it's just the first, like you said.
That's
They
why
won.
he wanted to get back
They
in
won.
office because he
They
didn't rob
didn't
it,
play.
but he didn't rob it
He
correctly the first time.
No,
he got some.
He
He
got
some.
for other people. He working for other people. They put him back.
Yeah,
in
he's
office.
not. He's just.
He's
a
the
pawn.
puppet. He's the
that's
puppet.
he's the
They
pawn.
put him in there. Yeah, get Trump. He'll be. And he stealing. All the rich people are getting richer.
Yep.
How you got a trillionaire? You know how much trillionaire?
Mm-hmm.
He the first one. Trillionaire, not million, billion. Trillion.
Trillionaire.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, he's a trillionaire now.
He is now a trillionaire.
I
That
don't
don't
know if
make no
y'all
sense.
noticed because I want to congratulate the New York Knicks for winning the championship. I'm
Hey!
from New York. Y'all already
That's
know
right.
that.
New York and New York and.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was watching the game, I don't know if y'all noticed.
I watched
the
that last
white
game.
gentleman on the bottom.
I wasn't paying. I was
They was
watching
all.
the game.
I know they was millionaires.
Them tickets was expensive.
I know.
And I think that's another thing. All of these sports, these players make all these millions of dollars. But meanwhile, the people who watching them is not the millionaires all the time. It's the regular people
They can't even
watching
afford
the
the
game.
ticket. Yeah.
Can't afford to go to a game.
Because the tickets cost so much. I heard it was so expensive for New York City when they had their games, considered when they was playing the other
They were
team.
saying nosebleed seats were like $10,000.
Yep, the ones all with the ticket.
Nosebleed
I wouldn't
seats.
pay that.
I'm not paying. I watch it on TV.
Trump was in the house, I heard.
No,
I
not that. No.
I
But
couldn't
I'm just
believe
saying,
it. That's when we
what
lost,
these
when his
do.
ass was
They
there.
did. But tickets.
That's
all
when they lost that
sport-
game,
When he
right?
was there, when Trump came down.
They let
Yep.
Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But all the sports, any game, football, basketball, you can go baseball
No,
game
but
cheaper
the
than
thing is,
anything.
nobody play for the love of the game no more. They play
That's
for the
not.
love
It's
of
for
the
the
money.
money. It's for
Oh,
the
it
money.
is. I mean,
It used to
it's
be.
that,
It used
yeah.
to be about the game.
That's why I really don't
But
watch. I don't watch sports.
I know,
because
I
it
changed.
changed a lot.
It
They
changed.
play for the love of money,
Back
man.
in the day, like, you know, when you had them real thoroughbreds like Jordan, Patrick Ewing, they stayed with their team. They wasn't no disrespect to LeBron, but you know, everybody know how he moved around to get his rings, and that's just how it is today.
It's
you
about
know?
money.
Everybody
Everything
want
is
to win.
about money.
Everybody
Everybody want a ring and they want money. Some people stay on teams because they like the team. You got some Philadelphia
It
Eagles
became-
players.
and they became
They
family.
won't
Yeah,
leave.
and they became
They
family.
build with them,
Yeah, because and that's how it should be. A family is the
A
one playing the
dynasty,
game.
you can
It's
be
not
built
about
up.
money all the time. Money don't bring you happiness.
Just
You can't
like-
take it with you anyway.
Let's be honest with the Knicks. Like I said, I mean, they said only 2 of them was from New York. The rest of them was from all different, you know. And the young brother that did the best, his father
His father
was
used
a
to
part
play
of
for
the
the
old-
Knicks.
And look,
His coach.
they
He used to play
built
for the Knicks.
together, you know, a
And
dynasty.
that must have been an awesome feeling to know that your son just got a ring.
Yes, yo.
In
yes,
champions. And
yes.
the first person he gave a hug, his father.
His
He was
father.
assistant coach.
Yeah,
on the
his
team.
daughter, he grabbed his daughter.
And that was
yeah,
awesome.
it
That
was
must have been an
beautiful.
awesome feeling
Yes.
to have pushed your son, you know, produced him, helped him, grow him, build him up.
And it was beautiful
Yeah.
to see us as New Yorkers, even though we ain't there, you know. I know a lot of people probably in different states. We all still felt that because
New
we've been
York
waiting so long,
for
50
years,
years,
50-something
And
years
it,
for
it
a
was
ring.
wonderful to see, you know, New York City come together like that. You know, to see us rally so happy.
Yeah.
and
Did they do the
excited.
parade yet?
Today
Yeah, today
was
was
the
today.
Well,
parade.
hopefully they ain't tear up the place.
Spike,
Somebody-
you the dog. You know.
Somebody got stabbed with a
Don't
broken
say
bottle.
that.
Yeah,
No.
they cut somebody
Why
in the neck
couldn't it
with a
just be
broken
so
bottle.
peaceful, man? And just enjoy each other,
Enjoy
dance.
the
Right,
festivities.
man. Come
That's
on,
it.
we didn't get this in over 50 years. Y'all should be happy. Like, don't be out here doing
Nothing
that
else should be taking our
stupid,
joy away that they're talking about somebody getting stabbed.
Nah, man. Nah.
Nobody, that shouldn't be
It was
taking
all
away
right.
the joy of y'all
That was
having
only
that.
one thing I heard about. But the rest of it, everybody was saying it was really nice. It was a lot of people. You seen it was
I
nice.
seen some of it. My
And
nephew
that's
had
how it
tasted
should be.
Yeah, I
It
remember
should be.
growing to one years ago. I think, like I said, it was the Giants when they had one. The last time I was going to Mary Bertram down there, and we left school and we went. It was so much excitement. The people, the crowd, everybody throwing stuff out the windows. I mean, it was something I'll never forget. So I wished I was there today,
They throw
but
the
I'm glad
confettis out
away
the
because
window.
there was too many people.
And they be
They throw the
niggas.
confettis out.
The confetti, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, but I mean, to know, you know, our city, you know, we made it, we did this. And
Absolutely.
it was an honor, yo. Like I said, I'm so happy for them, for all of us. You know, we sharing this together. But in reference to what we talking about, you know, like I said, it's good to have moments like this to get your mind off of all what's going on politically right now
Yeah.
out here. We need that sometimes because it is a lot, you know, and I try not to even think about it because it's really
That
only
is
with so much you could do. You know, we have those that are in the community, really strong leaders, really good politicians, young
People need to
brothers and
vote.
sisters that's
People
coming
need
out.
to vote.
I'm gonna tell you this. What my father told me probably 10 years ago. God bless him. He's no longer with me, but his words stay with me, like my mom. But he told me, he said, Khadija, he said, baby, they know we coming. And I looked at him, what you talking about? He said, baby, they know we coming. He said, you have to understand, they're all old now. All of them in Congress, most of them, the youngest one's probably about 80.
Let me tell you something. I believe
they should have terms.
They should have
everybody
a certain age
and cut
for Congress. And not just that. Not just that.
I know you're sleeping.
The thing is, because when they leave there, they get paid for the rest of their life. It don't matter how much time they did. If they leave, they get paid for the rest of their life. They get insurance for the rest of their life. They cover for the rest of their life. So even if they say they only could do 12 years and be out of there, I think it's good. Nobody should be sitting up there from their 20s to their 80s.
Yeah, it's still
60 years in Congress.
And we need some new blood.
That's what I was doing too.
New blood.
And I finished what I was telling you what my dad said. My dad said that they understand that they are getting old. Most of their children, either they didn't get in politics or they died from drug overdoses or whatever. They don't have, we're coming now. Our children are graduating from college. Do you know this is the year that we had the most black males ever graduate from college? That's a beautiful thing because our sisters been doing it. They know we coming. You can see them already, some of the young politicians in there fighting. And they letting it be known. My father said, we are going to take over. And they know this. This is why Trump and them is trying to do what they're doing now. They know it's about to be a wrap for them. They don't got much more years. We're going to be up there. We're going to take over.
Hopefully we get to see that.
I pray we be here today.
My parents didn't, my
I pray.
My father said, you'll never have a black president. My father died before Obama became president.
That's the one thing I'll never forget that day when he became president.
Nobody black would.
I want to see, and God, please, I pray that I get to see the day that we have a black woman or a Hispanic woman as the president of the United States.
I would love
any woman.
I would love to see it.
Any woman,
other countries got them
woman in
already,
there.
and they're doing tremendous. I guarantee you, if we ever put a woman in office, we will show them how it's supposed to be done.
Right, women.
They just don't want to see it, but they know it's coming. It is. You just got to be patient, and we just got to continue to keep our ear down and listen and pay attention and stay focused with our children, with our families, and stay tight. That's how I look at it.
And what I want to say is, as far as with this politician thing and stuff, a lot of people that's voting for Trump, man, y'all need to really sit back and think about why you're voting for him. Even though certain things don't affect you, it affects other people. And down the line, even though you older, your kid might feel what you put in place for them. That because you set off well, don't mean your kid's gonna be set off well. So, start thinking about your kid's future, man.
I'm going to tell you this because I think we just got, I don't know if I talked to you about, I talked to somebody about it. In reference to the fact that, a lot of times we think about our ancestors. We think about their struggle. And, now, a lot of people go around saying, oh, because, we ain't like our ancestors. I used to be one of them until I recognized, I wish I was. I want to be as strong as them because you have to realize they had less. And they did more. So let's not pretend.
But the thing is, a lot of people say we ain't like our ancestors. If it wasn't for our ancestors,
we wouldn't be here.
You probably wouldn't be here.
So let's just be honest.
Or you still be a slave.
Give them the respect that they deserve. Because without them, we wouldn't be sitting here like this right now.
Free to speak, read.
The marching they did.
They taught
the fighting they did.
Yeah.
They stuck together.
If it wasn't for them, a lot of black people would. We probably would be still in slavery. Let's be real.
Yeah. And
if we didn't have the people that was out there fighting like they're supposed to fight, we'd be still in slavery.
And a lot of times, a lot of us, especially the younger ones, younger than us, y'all don't even want to think about slavery time. Y'all don't even want to hear about it. Y'all don't even want to watch the movies or nothing like that. But you better remember your history. They want you to forget.
Yeah.
They want you to forget. And like fools, some of y'all are. Y'all better pay attention. You better get a book and read and recognize where you came from.
Because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from.
That's just, and if you don't, you're doomed to repeat it again.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. We want to move forward in life. We should be somewhere different at this time. After the struggles of them, Malcolm and Martin, and everybody else that came behind them and before them, why are we still here? No, we need to be able to move.
And try to keep us down like how they brought down Black Wall Street and all that. We've accomplished a lot, but they keep coming.
But the thing is that they keep coming. But they want them to think that we never had anything.
Of course not.
We had a lot.
In this day and time, you should be able to check and see your history, because if you only seen the beauty in our race, everything we've done, everything our people have accomplished, even those that never got recognition. They never got recognized for any of their discoveries. They stole their patterns.
Everything.
We are.
They put the white people up on there with stuff that black people did and accomplished.
Y'all better pay
stole
attention.
their patterns.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention.
It's
because the reality is that if you don't.
Or back, I'm sorry for cutting you off, or back in the day, because Master owned you and you created something, it was Master's.
I put a post up recently that I seen and I found it interesting. It was a taping of a white man talking about the fact that it was a slave on the plantation that he felt was too nosy. He was asking too many questions and them the type of N-words that you don't need on the plantation. You better watch him. You need to beat him because you need to control him, because if you don't, then the rest of them going to start. You have to peep the game, people. Like, y'all got to stop being so ignorant and stop sitting up here and letting it fly over your head. That's what they want. Pay attention. Look around you and see what's going on. They trying to erase our whole history.
And we're not saying go out there, be violent or anything like that. What we're saying is that
just read
read.
The more
yourself.
you know, the better person you become. You become stronger and better mentally when you know.
And then what makes it so bad, they're also afraid of us all coming together, standing together. Because we're stronger together. Like I said earlier, our money mean a lot. And if we put our money into ourselves, into the black community, into the black businesses, we would strive greater than a lot of them think we would.
Let me say this. I think at this time, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, I think it is about to happen, because realistically, they cannot control us like they used to once. With the technology that we have today, all these social media, things get out quicker. People have the opportunities now to build companies and do whatever they want to do if you're willing to invest in yourself. I think they talk about the generational wealth now is changing. This is the year particularly. Why? Because now you have people that are independent owners of stores and businesses, and they are making money and they are doing what they're doing. And I think this is the time, as far as you wanting to get into something yourself, because you can't trust the government, as you can see. A lot of people are losing their jobs. They let people go in the heartbeat because why? Now technology is taking over. Yeah. So you have to be mindful of that as well, and you have to peep the game. You have to understand there is about to be a major shift as far as generational wealth. Yeah, because if you're smart enough, you need to catch on. You need to get out here and get it and get something popping.
Get it while you can.
Get it while you can. Yeah. Because like I said, at this time, it is about us, taking care and taking over for ourselves. And we do have opportunities today that they can't take from us. As long as you follow it and you do what you need to do legally, you have an opportunity to build something now that you can leave behind for your family. You can create generational wealth.
Because it don't matter if you have wealth or anything like that. In the end, you can't take it with you.
Absolutely.
But you can leave it to
somebody else.
Your future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your future people that could, future kids, future aunts, nephews, whoever you want to leave it to. To keep that wealth going on, man.
Make your last name an asset.
It's out here to do.
And a lot of our younger generation, they are very smart. A lot of them are making millions of dollars right now on their own, online. Because they're creating things, they're creating apps and whatever, what's going on. Peep the game, y'all. Like I said, stop sitting up here thinking, that society is going to continue to remain the same. It's not. It is changing rapidly, as you can see in front of us with all this technology. Y'all have to catch on. You have to educate yourself so you will not be a part of the problem, but you will become a part of the solution.
Well, look how they got in Walmart now. They cut down when you got to check yourself out.
You work there. That's your part-time job.
I understand.
When you go
but the thing is that they got the cameras watching you. And when you steal, they just give it to the cop.
You're an employee. You're an employee
it's
now.
Crazy.
You scan yourself.
Which you just took jobs away from others. I seen recently they got AI flipping burgers now in the supermarket stores. Restaurants. They
that's how
burgers. They got fries. They got to come in with the machine to you. Like ain't nobody gonna be working in a minute. Y'all better peep it.
Did you have that come to you, Pam? You had a machine come to you before? Somebody went out somewhere. They told me that
restaurant.
My sister-in-law.
You talking about the robot that comes in? Oh yes, one out there in Newark.
I heard there's one out there in Newark. It's coming. Like I said, people are
bring the food to you.
And you gotta take the food off yourself.
Right there by your table.
They putting the pizzas in now, taking them out, putting it in the box. Like there ain't gonna be no more human contact. Like even now,
they're trying to cut it down.
You know what get me mad? When you making a phone call, you calling about a bill. a sudden you can't even talk to nobody.
You can't talk to people.
Everything is a bot.
It's irritating and it's, oh my gosh, it stresses me out.
I don't like that neither. Like
human.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. This is where we at now, y'all. It's really sad. Especially for the older ones, the seniors. Like, it's difficult enough for us. Like, imagine if you 75 or 80 and they talking about, oh, you got to get on the phone and you got to get on the computer.
Just like, remember the boy that killed that high medical person that make all the decisions? He said that he shot him in the back of the head. But they said he didn't make the decision. It was the bot that made the decision.
Get out.
The person didn't qualify. Which the person should have qualified?
Because people don't understand. Bots do not have feelings.
No.
So they not. If you speak to a person, if you're speaking to me and you're telling me your story, I feel bad. So let me see what I can do.
Right.
But if you're speaking to a bot, no ma'am.
They don't have any
No
feelings.
ma'am. They don't have feelings. They're not emotional. So they just denied. It's about money with them.
And that's what's making it even harder right now as far as, what's going on politically, because they are changing these laws, and like I said, they're not changing it for that human, it's more so.
No human interaction.
Everything is computerized, everything used for our money, from these apps, the cash app.
That's why they're trying to get rid of coin. They want everybody to get a card with a chip. Bitcoins tracing you. Yeah, that's why.
It's like the Easy Pass. They just everywhere we go, they know.
Yeah, they know where you're going.
They know.
That's what it is.
That's why I understand that when people be disappearing, why they can't find them.
Because they ain't looking for them that
Because they ain't looking for them that
I
hard.
don't know. I don't want to get up to settle, but did y'all hear about them girls in Brooklyn? They found them white girls, all them downstairs. Like
that was in Brooklyn?
It was down there.
In Brooklyn?
I think it was in Brooklyn, they said.
Like
white
people?
Right?
It was white girls here. It was like young girls.
No, I'm talking about the people who had them was white.
Well, I don't know. They said it was
it was white people that had
girls. They was white, but they Jewish girls, and they was all.
Oh, and they came and they went to synagogue.
Yeah, like down there. What was that?
They was on a trip. They said they were on a trip.
How the hell they wound up down there?
Because somebody led them down there.
That shit was kind of crazy. I was like, oh.
They were on a trip.
Wow, but they found them. But it's just because with everything going on,
somebody
they
decided,
hell no.
Yeah, they snatched the kids. That's scary.
Left them, right?
That's
Like I
scary.
said, I couldn't believe when
They
I seen
just
that.
kids. They snatch anybody.
Because your organs is worth more than you.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
Yo, but if y'all ain't never seen One Scoop of Chocolate, that movie,
check it out.
Check it out.
One scoop of chocolate,
Tell
definitely.
you
It
the
was
truth.
good.
Check it out.
Yeah, they got to peep the game and what's going on out here, y'all. But
I watched it when I was home.
You did. You checked it.
I watched it after the
again.
movie. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it again with my wife though.
Yeah, I watched it again. Me and my wife
It's that
watched
good.
it.
I told Evelyn to watch it. Yeah.
I just
One
wanted
scoop
to
of
watch it
chocolate.
again to see what I missed, some things I might have missed,
Yes.
and I was like, that shit is crazy.
And the funny part is because that's a really good movie, but it didn't get publicized. They wasn't.
They didn't blow
one
it up
that
like it
was
should
not
have
gonna
been.
do that.
When it comes to us in our movies, because there are messages behind it, they always do that. But you have to be smart enough to say to yourself, them are the type of movies I need to take my child to.
Right.
I need to watch,
Well, that movie
we forget
nobody
that.
needs to
Gotta watch the fighting movies.
Killing, fighting, sex, then we jumping and running. Oh, we gonna everybody going and they got 3 screens of that playing.
But that one nobody don't need to take your child to see.
It didn't even last
That beating and stuff like that.
Up there for a week.
It's not for children, but I'm saying young adults, that have mind sense, they need to learn about stuff like
Scoop
that.
of chocolate, good movie.
Check it out, y'all. Check it out. But in reference to, like I said, when we discuss it with politics, we all know where it's heading. Y'all just got to pay attention. Stop being blinded and acting like y'all don't see it for what it really is. And for those of us who might want to join the fight, there's many different ways you can get involved. As far as your local community, you might be able to, ask some questions and, figure some things out. If you want to join the fight, that way, that's fine. If you just want to be home, post certain things in reference to what's going on out here to keep, the news, of our people, because they don't tell you everything. They don't tell you about the black men that voted this year, how many of them that actually got out of college as well. You're not going to hear that on the local news. These are the things that, you have to find on your own. So, like I said, with technology the way it is, peep it. Use it to your advantage.
Technology is being used to hide a lot of things.
Right, but if you're smart enough, you can, like I said,
work your way around it and figure it out.
Thank you. That's all. That's all we're trying to say. And like I said, peep the game. Don't sit here and act like you don't see it, because it's affecting us all.
Absolutely.
And my thing is, I bet if y'all vote for somebody else besides Trump, you might see something different. You might see your life get a little more better. Okay?
We all
because
hope
even though you sitting up there, Lulu, Bobo, whoever it is that don't have no teeth in their mouth, because they ain't got no dental no more because he took it all away from you. Yo, listen, there's somebody out there that wants you to have dental. And that's willing to help you.
Stupid, not
Heard that.
I'm just saying.
It's stupid. Nah, it's stupid.
It's true. It's true though. It's true though. Like I said, we gotta fight, y'all. We got to stay strong because we have to understand where we came from. Our ancestors had way less, and they did so much more.
Exactly.
At this time, like I said, if you ain't never want to fight for anything, you know, it's not so much about us at this time. It's about the generations behind us. You know, we want better for them.
Not that people always say, if you don't fight for nothing, you stand for nothing.
Absolutely.
Fight for something. If you don't fight for something, listen.
If you don't fight for anything, you'll fall for anything.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, you become nothing.
And that's just the reality of it. What's going on out
here?
And
the nothing is they already think you're worthless.
But we know, our people came from this. We built all of this.
Absolutely.
You know, and as long as you know that and don't let them try to erase that, you know, we're gonna be fine. You know, we just gotta stay strong for each other. You know, that's all. That's all. And start, like I said, please raise your children with some sense. You know, don't be one of them. They're not your friends. These are the children. You want the best for them. You want them to be
better than you.
Yeah, you want them to be able-minded, well-rounded individuals in society that are contributing. You know, not being a problem. You know. We want better for our communities. We want better as a whole for ourselves. And
you don't want them on the same level as you. You want them better than you.
And everybody wants better for the next generation that follows. I see that, you know, every day. Like I said, I'm really excited at the numbers as far as who's graduating within our race. You know, our children are doing very well, young adults. They are taking advantage and getting their educations and following suit as far as getting their own careers and being doctors and, you know, whatever they want to do at this time. And it's a really good thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see. And I hope we'll continue to do that, you know, within our community. But anyway.
And our family had quite a few graduate this year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We definitely had quite a few.
Quite a few, yo. It's a really great thing to see. I'm so happy that I'm here to celebrate with them. You know, to see them accomplishing these things at young ages and making me remember when I was that age. I'm like, damn, I remember I was that age. You know, it's just
I don't.
You don't want to.
It's a long time. I don't. It's a long time.
It's okay though.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's
anyway,
okay.
Guys, you know, we just wanted to, like I said, touch base with you guys on how our own personal views. These are just our opinions. You know, reference to what's going on out here and how we see things. And like I said, we only want what's best for all of our communities, for all of our families. So, you know, thank you for taking this time to listen to us tonight. And, you know, we'll see y'all next week.
And it don't matter if you're black or white, whatever color you is. We just want everybody to survive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.
We'll see.